blanket of white amidst the ground, cold air breathing upon those unfortunate enough to be exposed to such weather. Pale trees thronged around the area, their colors tinted in such a way where they almost appeared shades of gray to the naked eye. It was cold, so cold in fact. A half-frozen bird lay dead underneath a still-growing tree, its eyes still wide and open. Ice bordered the edge of its black feathers, its legs still stiff and sticking skywards. Hypothermia was in fact a merciless devil, claiming such lives without a care, and dragging them deep into a frozen hell, without so much as a warning. Heart motionless and cold, one thing was for certain. Such an animal would never get a chance of life again, thanks to the harsh reaper known as winter. Midge's paws stepped carefully atop the thick snow, and even she, with her thick coat of fur, shivered at the frigid climate she was present in. There wasn't a sound, besides the heavy panting of the dame herself and the crunch of snow as she made her way through the dense woods she called home. Midge trotted through the thicket, flecks of snow sticking to her primarily gray and white coat. One eye plagued with such an ugly scar, opening it would be impossible. The drastic side of crimson clashing with her otherwise neat appearance, leaving her face forever asymmetrical. Her other eye, pale gray, twinkled in what little light made its way through the heavy clouds. Growing ever more tired and hungry, Midge forced herself along in her journey, knowing full well of her defeat. Without a bite to eat for days, it was only a matter of time before she too fell victim to nature's harsh ways. Her footsteps, heavy yet gentle, alerted Beetle of her mother's presence, and as she turned her head to the opening of the den, a twinkle of hope lit up in her pale blue eyes, only to be met with the same disappointed expression her mother shared, as judging from the non-apparent carcass and paw, her mother did not bring such good news. "I'm sorry," Midge whispered, her soft voice breaking the growing silence. "I haven't got any food this time around." It wasn't exactly surprising, but Beetle couldn't quite hide her disappointment. Her eyes darted around the den floor for just a moment, hiding a glaring frustration inside her, while she let out a sigh of defeat. "We're struggling, aren't we?" she confronted, her gaze not meeting that of Midge. Midge was not the type of parent to intentionally leave her hardships obvious. She'd rather distract her child's mind with what little positivity she can bring to their situation. However, Beetle was not so much of an idiot, on the contrary to what her mother seemed to believe. "No," Midge defended quickly, her voice breaking completely. Hearing her own child question such a thing, despite it being true, it was certainly something she as a parent would never want to hear. "But—" Beetle was quick to protest, but she was quickly shut down by her mother once more. "But nothing," Midge spoke firmly, circling herself around the body of her only surviving child. "It's just a harsh winter. We'll be fine, Beetle. I'll catch something in the morning. Promise." So, hi. What you just heard is a written version of my Among the Stars series. I'm still working on the actual, episodes, even though they're not going to be anything special. I thought I'd as well write a novel version of the story, since there is a lot of restrictions on what I can do. So I figured a book would be a better way to show kind of the story I had in mind, and expand upon it. You get to see more what I was thinking about the characters, and more about what the story could really be, because I am not a professional artist, so I cannot really properly demonstrate the whole thing accurately and shorten them into little episodes that I want to work on. I'm still gonna be working on the little animated version as well as the book version, but the book is probably gonna have a lot more. I'm more experienced with writing than I am with making a little series, so, but I'm definitely gonna do both of them, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. On top of that, though, I also have lots of other projects that I'm working on that I'm excited for people to see, whether it be helping out with someone else's series with voice acting or art, or whether it's one of my own. I'm also working on a Wings of Fire related thing, if anyone's a fan of that. I don't know. I've gotten back in my dragon phase, so I've been obsessing over that lately, so I might do stuff on that too. Including redrawing some of the graphic novel stuff for fun and then dubbing it. I have 158 subscribers now, which is technically not a lot, but that is a lot more than I thought I'd ever have, so the stuff I make won't be perfect, but I definitely have a lot of stuff planned, so I hope maybe some of you will watch it. I don't know. Jumping in because I realized I didn't properly say an ending thing. So that was all I had to say, and I hope you have a good day.